Hey, Joe Gilder here from HomeStudioCorner.com. I want to share with you a couple of quick starting points for getting a good headphone mix for singers. As a singer myself, I know that my performance is pretty much dependent on how good that headphone mix is. And I'm not talking about you have to do like a full mix. I'm just talking about the level of the vocal, the level of the entire mix, and potentially if you've got any effects or reverb on there. I like to have a little bit of reverb. Most singers do. Too much is a bad thing. Give them just a little bit. But okay, that's not the main point. The two main points I want to make for you is as you're working on a headphone mix for the singer, if the singer's not super experienced in the studio or hasn't done a lot of recording, then he or she won't really know how he or she likes their headphone mix to be. Everybody's different, but here's a couple of rules of thumb. First off, if the mix is too loud or if the singer's voice is too loud, they're typically going to back off a little bit. They're going to sing with a little less volume, a little less breath support, and they tend to go flat. So if it's too loud, they pull back and go flat. Conversely, if the mix is too loud or too soft, or their vocal is too soft in the mix, then they tend to push harder to hear themselves, and that tends to make them go sharp. Okay? So you got to find that happy medium. Now, I know you can't know what they're hearing and how they're perceiving it in their head, but you can listen to their performance, okay? If they start to feel like they're pushing a little too hard and it feels a little strained, maybe their headphone mix is too quiet or their vocal level is too quiet. And just turn it up for them. Don't even ask them if they need it. Just turn it up a little bit and see if it helps. If it does, you know that was the problem. Conversely, if they feel like they're singing very timidly, kind of very softly singing, when you know they need to belt it a little more and they're going a little flat, then turn their vocal down a little bit, okay? Because everything's so loud that if they sing loudly, it kind of hurts their ears. I've been there. It's no fun. Turn that down just a little bit so that they have some room to perform and to belt if they need to, okay? So two quick tips. If they're singing sharp, turn them down. If they're singing flat, turn them up. Doesn't always work, but it's a good starting point.